Okay, let's talk about something that's a little uncomfortable, something most of us go through but pretty much nobody wants to admit. We're talking about what really, really happens to your friendships when you start to win.
I mean, that's the big question, isn't it? As you start climbing that ladder, do some people just fall away? And the tough answer is, yeah, a lot of the time it does. But the reason why? Well, that's what's so surprising. You know what? We're not going to sugarcoat this. Let's just rip the Band-Aid off and look at this head on. Money and success don't just change your lifestyle, they can completely redraw the map of your entire social world.
So, let's just start with this fundamental truth. The second your bank account starts looking a little healthier, your social circle starts to shift. It's almost an unavoidable side effect of growth.
And look, this change usually isn't some big dramatic blowout. Nah, it's way more subtle than that. It's in the little things, right? The support gets a little quieter. The congratulations you get has this weird edge to it. Like it's less about celebrating you and more about them complaining about their own situation.
And this right here is the absolute core of it. The money itself isn't the bad guy. Think of it more like a giant amplifier. It just takes whatever was already there, the little hidden jealousies, the quiet insecurities, and it cranks the volume all the way up.
So to really get why this all happens, we've got to rewind a bit. What were these friendships actually like before you started succeeding? Because there was a certain kind of bond there, wasn't there? A comfortable one.
Just think about it for a second. When you're all struggling together, there's this powerful sense of camaraderie. You complain about the same things, you laugh about being broke. It's a shared reality, and there's a real comfort in that. But the moment one person breaks out of that circle of struggle, suddenly that easy comfort is gone, and it's replaced by this awkward, uneasy distance.
And this is so crucial to understand. Often, the problem isn't that you've changed as a person. The real issue is that you broke a pattern that everyone was comfortable with. By leveling up, you basically disrupted the group's status quo, and that makes people nervous.
Which brings us to the psychology behind it all. Why does your success make some people so incredibly uncomfortable? Well, it's because your success, it acts like a mirror.
And that's when you start hearing these things. The classics, right? You've changed. All you care about is money now. These are total defensive moves. They're designed to make you feel guilty, to put you on the back foot for being ambitious. But what's really happening behind those words?
It feels personal. It feels like all that negativity is aimed right at you. But the truth is, it's not really about you at all. They're just being confronted with their own reflection, and they do not like what they see.
See, that's the mirror effect. Your success shines a bright light on the choices they didn't make, the risks they didn't take, the potential they let slip by. So the reaction? It isn't a judgment on you. It's about their own painful reflection.
Okay, so now that we get the psychology, we can completely reframe this whole thing. Instead of seeing it as you losing friends, what if you saw it as a test? A massive filter that shows you what true loyalty actually looks like.
This forces us to redefine what a friend even is. It's not about how long you've known someone, it's about their character. Your truest friends are the ones who clap for you, genuinely, when you win. They're not keeping score because they're secure in their own journey. Your light doesn't threaten them, it inspires them.
You're basically moving from one world to another. The broke world sometimes operates like crabs in a bucket, everyone pulling each other down to stay at the same level. But the world you're moving into, that's about building together, about creating value and supporting each other's growth. And this leads us to maybe the most empowering idea of all. We have to change the words we use here. This isn't a loss. What's happening is a purification.
It really all comes down to this single idea. Wealth is a filter. That's all it is. It separates the friends who are there for you from the ones who are just there for the version of you that made them feel comfortable.
So what does this purification process look like? Well, yeah, step 1, your circle gets smaller, and that can sting for a bit. But step 2 is you're shedding dead weight, all that envy, all that negativity holding you back. Which leads to step 3, you get to fly higher.
So the next time somebody hits you with that classic line, that accusation, you've changed, don't get defensive. Don't even apologize. Instead, you just own it.
Just that. Good. I was supposed to. That one simple response flips their accusation into your statement of purpose. Of course you changed. Growth is change. You were always meant to evolve, to get better. You're just finally doing it.
So, I'll leave you with this final thought. The pain of outgrowing people, it's real, I get it.
But the pain of shrinking yourself down to fit in places you don't belong anymore, that is so much worse. And that choice is always, always yours to make.